get the feeling we actually have the same principles. Because if I was to stand here and kick a dog, I almost guarantee you have a heart that would stop me.
Yeah, I completely agree that, like...
I'm telling you that you're kicking dogs. You don't need to do it anymore.
I just think you're probably not going to change my mind, and I'm maybe not going to change your mind, and
You
that's
want
okay.
to change my mind to hurt animals? Hey, do you want to answer a few questions? It's only like 5 minutes.
What is it for?
We're just asking questions that might change your paradigm a little bit. It's nothing political.
Nothing.
Yeah, or
Okay.
religious.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are live on YouTube though. Is that okay?
Sure, I'll walk away.
I appreciate. There you go.
Into something that
Exactly.
I
You are
don't
free to do so.
necessarily
You are free to do
enjoy.
so. I want to make sure that you're good. You're in the frame.
Okay.
I don't want to be in your face though.
Okay.
So my name's Anna. What's yours?
Erin.
Erin, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
These questions are going to seem kind of obvious, but just bear with me. And like I
Okay.
said, if you feel, like it's getting too heated or something, that's not my intention, but you're welcome to walk away. Okay. So just asking, do you think the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
I agree. What if the powerful are really strong?
Really strong and
Yeah, muscular, hold down the powerless. Should they have the right then to oppress?
no.
I agree. I know, it seems really obvious.
Okay.
What if the powerful are really intelligent, have a really high IQ? Yeah.
No.
So this is where it feels like the gotcha, this next one.
Yeah.
But I'm not judging you. This is just for
Yeah.
that paradigm shift.
Yeah.
What if the oppressor has different DNA? Should they have the right then to oppress the powerless?
No.
I agree. So what about the animals that we send to the slaughterhouses and use for clothing and entertainment? Do you agree that they're being oppressed and exploited?
This is an interesting question, and I'm happy to kind of address it. I see your shirt,
Yes.
and at the beginning I was like, oh, I kind of
what's
know where
this
this
about?
is going to go after I saw that. No. I think, so I do work in food systems, so this is like an interesting question to probably
absolutely.
pose
You're
to
the right
me.
person I want to talk to.
used to be a vegan,
okay.
and I'm no longer a vegan. However, I strongly disagree with generally like the majority of animal treatment in food systems in this country, in many countries.
Is it that you care about their experiences?
Yeah, I do. I think, just all the different ways from confined animal feedlots to, the massive, and it's for human concern as well. Like, I disagree with the way that workers are treated.
Of all species in this instance, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's anything that we absolutely need from animals that we can't get from other sources?
Yes. And that's part of why I changed from being being a vegan to not being a vegan, and learning more about ecological systems. Like, I don't think you ever see an ecological system on the earth where animals are not an integral part of that. And so, yeah.
So are you saying because we use their poop, or I don't know if I fully understand the integrated system?
Yeah. I just think when you look at the energetics of it, there's not, and maybe this is part of society having gotten to, we've exceeded planetary boundaries, right? There's the carrying capacity of the Earth has been exceeded potentially by human civilization, and what I've learned in studying agricultural systems and ecological systems is just evolution has created really efficient ways for those systems to continue to exist, with animals doing part of that ecological restoration work.
How does this justify farming animals, though, I guess? Because that's what I was asking, is what is it that we need from animals that justifies us doing what we do to them?
Can you explain more about what we do to them?
Do we need their leather, or is there some nutrient that's specific that we need from animals that we can't get from plants?
Yeah, I mean, so prior my work was in clinical nutrition, and there's the B12 argument.
I mean, if you
and
don't
stuff,
know, that's also fine. I honestly didn't know nutrition until I had to start looking it up.
No, I mean, I think the B12 is the biggest thing that people point to, and then there's bioavailability and protein and all of that.
Let's start with the B12. Do you know how B12 is made?
in the body, or
Well,
like
just in general, like how do animals get B12?
I don't really think that like we don't have to get it from animals. I'm just saying that's the like main argument that people
I gotcha. I mean,
say, like,
yes, they do have it in their flesh, but often they're supplemented. They're given the same supplement that we could take. So you're essentially just kind of filtering your vitamins through someone else's body.
Yeah.
So we've had studies that find that we actually don't require anything from animals. We can get everything on a whole food plant-based
I know
diet.
a lot of people, colleagues that are vegans, and they do fine on it.
Yeah.
And I think that works for some people. And
So what do you think about the animal's perspective? If someone has access to options, do you think the animal wants to continue to be used or to be left alone?
I don't really think that animals are thinking about that. Like, I don't think they're No, I do think they think. I don't think that they're like pre-forecasting, like, what are humans doing.
But if someone just isn't aware of exploitation, does that make it moral?
No, but she just asked me like what do animals think about it, and I'm not really.
I guess
sure
let me put it
that
this
they're
way:
pre-thinking about.
Yeah. So me asking you as you are now, let's say you lost your sapience, which your ability to think about thoughts and maybe understand morality, but you're still sentient. You still care about things. You make preferences. Maybe you like the warmth from the sun. You want to keep living. Would it be moral for someone to exploit you in a way that you weren't aware of, but you're still being exploited?
I agree entirely that the majority of agricultural animals, whether they're for food production or, leather production, like whatever, fiber, they are exploited. Like 100% agree with that, and I don't think it's right. Like, I would love to see that change in the world.
Even on a large farm, like, when you agree they're still being exploited, even if they're given belly rubs and a Netflix subscription.
No. I think I have gone personally to many regenerative farms, and I don't agree with that. I think, that can be a difference of opinion that we have.
Well, let me put it this way. Let's say I had a room and board that I could offer to somebody, but ultimately what's going to happen is I'm going to give you food every day, I'm going to give you shelter, I'll even be your friend, but I'm going to take your life whenever I find it convenient. Would you take that deal?
I just, no, obviously, but I think there is some acceptance that I think I've come to my own life when I decided no longer to be vegan, about the fact that to live on this earth, you have to be taking life in some way.
Not
even
life.
If there's a lot of studies coming out now that plants are sentient as well.
I really hope you're not serious that you're going to say that because plants might be sentient that we can do what we want to animals. Because first off, animals eat plants. So if we're really concerned about plant welfare and their sentience, we should be vegan.
I think that's my point. Is like.
Did you hear what I just said though? What do the animals you use eat?
Yes, I understand.
So if we care about plant sentience, we're breeding more plants into existence.
I just don't think that it's like an argument to say like.
Well, what do you think the animals want? Do you think they want to be used?
In order to?
Just to be used. Do you think they want to be used? Have you seen slaughterhouse footage? Like, they don't go to the knife. Have. They don't go, I want it, right? They run from it.
I think that you're kind of conflating arguments.
Should we use somebody without their consent? Is that moral?
Just, you're kind of drawing this line, I think.
What's the line I'm drawing?
Like, oh, well, if we want to make the argument that sentience is
what matters, because
what
sentience
matters
means I care what happens to me.
Right, but then you could kind of extend that to like many living beings on Earth.
Of course, that's what I'm extending it to, is all the sentient beings.
So we have to like eat to survive.
Yeah. I've been vegan 9 years. How do I do that?
What do you mean? How do you do that?
Well, I'm alive, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible to live without using
I think
animals.
where I'm saying is, this is my personal opinion, and you can disagree with it, and that's fine. Is I've come to a place of acceptance that in order for me to survive on Earth.
I just want to be clear. You are coming from the oppressor's perspective.
I think I'd like to finish my statement.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just I've come to a place of acceptance in my life that I have to take life in order to survive. Like that's the kind of
you can take plant life. They don't have preferences.
I mean,
They don't have preferences. They don't have a brain. They can't express
I think
sentience.
maybe that this has gone places where, like, you're not necessarily going to change.
I get the feeling we actually have the same principles, because if I was to stand here and kick a dog, I almost guarantee you have a heart that would stop me.
Yeah, I completely agree that, like...
I'm telling you that you're kicking dogs. You don't need to do it anymore.
I just think you're probably not going to change my mind, and I'm maybe not going to change your mind, and
you
that's
want
okay.
to change my mind to hurt animals?
I don't want to change your mind.
Okay. Do you think that I'm doing something right?
I think you're doing something right for you. And
what about the animals? Am I doing something right for the animals?
I think for subset, yes.
Okay. So you agree that I'm doing something right, and that doing the opposite would be the opposite.
But I don't necessarily agree that everyone needs to be vegan in order to, like...
Well, what about you?
I'm not vegan. I eat many diets plant-based. What I have come to for myself is I would like to see more of the very small sliver of agriculture in our world today, where I do think that animals are treated well.
But why? We don't need to. That's the point. We don't need to. You said that causing an animal unnecessary harm.
I think that many people do well on a vegan diet. I am not one of those people. I tried it for a long time.
Well, what's veganism? Because I don't think you actually went vegan. I think you did a plant-based diet and possibly missed some nutrition.
I think you can make that assumption, but I have gone and got my master's degree in clinical nutrition,
but
and I really respect your time.
You can get everything you need on a plant-based diet. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
They say you can get everything you need on a plant-based diet.
Yes, they have.
Okay, so you can go vegan. You live in the most vegan city.
I don't live here, actually.
Well,
anymore.
while you're here, you can be vegan.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Please respect the animals. You can be healthy on a plant-based diet. You can get everything. That really frustrated me. I got really frustrated with her. She even said someone's DNA does not give them the right to be oppressed, and I just can't. She said that she was vegan for a while and that it wasn't for her. And I was like, well, that's not veganism, that's plant-based, because you would have looked for resources to continue to not demand animal exploitation. She thinks that it's okay if you treat them well, but she wouldn't take the deal that if I gave her a free place to stay and all the food she wants, all the belly rubs and hanging out, Netflix subscription, she would not take that deal if I could take her life whenever I felt like it. But it's okay for the animals to be in that situation, and that's just too sad. It's really sad.